going on, YouTube? It's Edward here today with another Division video. And if you know this is a date, that's because it's free update 1.2, which means we get another Incursion. They fixed up a bunch of DZ stuff, the looting system, and all that jazz. They added more gear sets. So right now, my friends and I are going to play the new Incursion called Clear Sky, and honestly, it's probably the easiest Incursion. Well, it's the easiest Incursion next to Falcon Lost, because Falcon Lost took forever. I mean, that sucker took at least half hour, and that's it for people who knew what they're doing. And this took like 20 minutes, less than 20 minutes. Probably would have taken 15 if I didn't die so much. We didn't wipe or anything, but it's just like I just kept making stupid moves because I felt like invincible. But here we are, like we're off, and the whole premise is pretty simple. Like you don't have to do so much like you did in freaking Falcon Lost, where you have to kill people, get the bomb, go plant it, and do it 4 times, blah blah blah. And here it's just like, yeah, kill people, and that's it. Like, I mean, there's one bomb to plant in the beginning to like blow up a door. And then next is you just have to like plug in some kind of power thing, kill the boss, and then that's it. Like, that's all there is to it. And arguably, like, there's no build that you need to do. There's no specific like strategy to this aside from just like don't do stupid things and just run into battle. Like stick together as a team. The only thing I would recommend is maybe like smart cover, because you're going to be going from cover to cover a lot. So yeah, I mean, just set your abilities accordingly too. So that when you are going to cover, you get those like perks and whatnot. And if you are in a cover, you get like a little extra defense or whatever. So just set it accordingly, and you'll arguably be fine. Like, I say arguably a lot. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I can probably do this with randoms instead of waiting for my friends. I was about to, because before I even did the Incursion, I watched a video of other people doing it. And when I saw that it was only 20 minutes, I was like, wait a minute. Is it this short? Like, this doesn't make sense to me, But yeah, it was that short, and we did it twice. If you have alternate characters, or you have more than one guy, or like more than one character in this game, like you can do it 3 times in a day, or 3 or 4 times, and it'll take you less than 2 hours. Depending on how much of a break you need, and because you can just plow through the hard mode easily. Challenging mode, I'm thinking, is gonna be pretty challenging because it's not looking pretty. One of the things we started the update, it's really messed up our UIs. I feel like the UI is just all jacked up. Like, I mean, when I turned it on this morning, I was like, what is going on? But yeah, anyway, so the first part here, you just have to kill some guys, take a bomb, and then you just plant it on some door, and as you do that, you just keep killing people. Like, you have to breach the blockade. So I think you can get 2 bombs, yeah. On the upper left, it says 1 of 2. So you have to get 2 of them, breach, some crate thing while killing all these people and trying not to die. Yeah. I mean, I don't even really know what else to say aside from this Incursion is a cinch, and you can do it over and over. You can easily farm this thing and get like a good amount of gear from this. So a lot easier than you would from Falcon Lost, because in Falcon Lost, like, there's always people who like don't know what they're doing, and they're freaking annoying. And when that happens, like, you don't have that synergy between your team, you lose. Here, you don't need it as much, I would say. Like, but I think most people, would assume that this Incursion would be even harder than Falcon Lost, and I thought so too. Like, I thought it'd be harder, but then I'm not surprised that it's easier. I don't think they meant to do it, like, make it so that it's easier. I think it just happened to be easier, in terms of just like how they designed it and whatnot. Because like his first time, I think a new raid or whatever, is easier than the first one. For example, in Destiny, I thought that the Crota raid was a lot easier than the Vex one. I forget what the Vex one's called, but you know what I'm talking about, like something shadows, mirrors, vault of glass. There we go. Yeah, that one, the vault of glass on like hard mode or like the harder mode, whatever, was really hard. I felt like on level 32 or something, whatever, and then versus Crota on hard was a lot easier because the only thing that was like really different was, I believe, it's a little harder in the beginning, but you have like ways of like kind of cheesing through it with this, you know, if you knew how to do the crazy jump with a Titan and whatnot, and so yeah, it wasn't that hard. And then, but anyways, so here, like you see, I died, or at least I got injured, because I'm just stupid. So I keep going like level 2 Maverick, arguably, and yeah, don't do what I'm doing. But yeah, I literally, and like, so I've been playing this all day, and you can gear up now in the new division so quickly. Like seriously, I mean, I was at level like 209 or something, or like gear score 209 in the beginning of this, and the only thing that was really holding me back was a crappy pistol, and I think that was it really. A crappy pistol, and then like a few or two gear sets, but most of my gear is like arguably right now is just not arguably, it is all just all the gear. It's all my gear is from the gear set, so you know, I'm pretty solid there. And it was just my weapons, and literally within, I don't know, I say an hour playing in the DZ, I was able to get like a, you know, higher gear scored pistol. Not like anyone uses pistols anyways, but you know, they do drag down your gear score, so that's kind of a bummer. And so when you have that, now your gear score is going to go high. And like, yeah, I think today within 3 hours of playing, I got at least 4 to 5 4 to 5 of the new gear sets pretty easily, like 4 to 5 pieces, not 4 to 5 sets. That would be crazy. But you know, one thing they added new that was like that's really interesting in the DZ is the gear caches, or at least like it's like or just secret caches. Yeah, those things. I mean, you should just pick all of them up, mainly because they give you. So obviously the gear is not that great if it's purple and below, like. Yellow and above, like high end and above, yeah, you may or may not want to keep it. But the good thing is that it gives you div tech and money, so, or DZ credits. So at the very least, you still get, and you get more DZ credits. Sorry, I can't talk. You get more DZ credits from the caches than you really do with like from just killing stuff and like, you know, trying to level up or like, you know, killing rogues or whatever. So that's the way to go. But it's so, man, let me tell you guys, like the DZ is so much more fun. I should have done a DZ video instead. But anyways, the DZ is like 10 times more fun now, because if you are in the like upper brackets of like, if your gear score is 200 and above, oh man, the DZ is crazy now, because pretty much DZ zone 1 to 2, Dark Zone 1 to 2 is like level 32, Dark Zones 3 to 4 is level 33, and then 5 and 6 are levels 34. And you cannot just tank those things. I don't know anybody that can just run through and tank like the NPCs, because they are strong. Like, we were basically, I mean, when my friends and I went in there, we were we were playing, you know, cover to cover, extremely hard to really get through like a lot of the levels and get through the mobs. It's definitely not as quick as it used to be, you know. I think one thing that we're thinking of doing again is running our 8-man team, which I have another video on, and it's really like, I think this is when it really comes in handy, because, you know, in terms of farming the DZ, yeah, you get a lot more drops, right? You get a lot more drops, But the thing is, you still have to take a lot of time to do it, you know, and that's really what, when you want to farm, you want to be as efficient as possible. So that's really what the 8-man team is really, really good for. If you want to farm as efficiently and as fast as possible, doing the 8-man team is really, 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 really efficient. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just go into my videos and I talk about it. Even though it's before update 1.2, it doesn't really matter because the setup is still exactly the same. The only thing that's different is that you're just fighting a lot stronger people. One thing that you probably could just not care about anymore is the Dark Zone boxes and the chests, because really, like, the drops from there are crap. Like, it's better for you to just kill the named bosses and like kill or like pick up the caches, the the secret caches, so that, and because those things contain better items than they do really than from the boxes, so it's pointless. So all those DZ keys that you have, I mean, you could look through them if you really wanted to. I think I got a few good items in, like, you know, DZ 5 and 6, but it was a lot more rare than you would just, you know, just killing mobs and going to zone and just killing stuff. So that's what I recommend, like, just going around and killing stuff. Getting 8 people would be the most efficient, because, like, when you have 4 people hitting one guy, it's hard. It's, you know, it can be pretty quick. But when you have 8 guys, well, you don't have to have all 8 guys aggro into one person. That could be a waste of bullets, arguably. You can probably, but you can, if you have more guns, you can spread, you know, your fire across like several people, so that, you know, the mobs just get destroyed super quick. And that's really what you want to happen, and because you want to move from area to area as quickly as possible, and, you know, you want to get back to an area the second, you know, the NPCs respawn, so that you can just go and kill them and then come back. And also, you're less likely to be attacked by rogues, or you're more protected. Even if you're not a person that goes rogue, you don't like doing that. I'm not a crazy huge fan of it, just because every time I go rogue, I feel like the entire server just swarms around me. There's rarely ever a time when they don't, and so I just end up like losing experience. So it's totally blows. But yeah, if you're the type of person that doesn't like to go rogue and you and your friends don't, hey, having a bigger team will be like kind of like an anti-rogue or like rogue repellent, because, you know, if they think about shooting you, you know, you mess with one guy, you're gonna mess with a lot of people, right? So they can get mowed down quickly if you have 8 people. And even if you run into rogues who are just trying to like own the server or something, heck, dude, even if they kill like 1 or 2 of you, they're not going to kill all 8 or 6 of you unless they are just like magnificent players, you know, or they're hacking. But yeah, anyways, back to the Incursion. I've been talking, but yeah, go to DZ. It's a lot better. Incursion. So here, we have to grab this little like you see there the hand print thing. Basically, we have to grab this little box and move it into a like kind of like one of those security things. Remember the mission Times Square, like power relay? It's basically that. You have to do something like that, except they either do it twice with 2 power relay things, and it's really annoying because, you know, like you see here, you walk super slow and it's super annoying. I don't know why. Like when you're carrying that, like that thing must be like super heavy, so heavy that you can only walk. So I'm like, man, if it were me and I'm some like elite agent, I could probably at least jog or speed walk this crap. You know, like me just barely like moving is really not helping, right? And of course, like when you pick it up, you get completely like mobbed by the mobs. Yeah, you just get bombarded by bullets and everything. So that's where like the alts come in, the overheals, and really like, you know, and your friends or your teammates just trying to at least kill off, you know, the NPCs as quickly as possible, because otherwise you're just not gonna be able to do it. I can't foresee a situation that someone can solo this, or if they do, it's gonna take a very long time. Because one of the main things about the NPCs in this game, or in this Incursion, is that they're endless. Unless you do the tasks that you're supposed to do, they'll just keep respawning and keep coming because there's no end to it. And that's really the hardest thing I would say about this is that you just have to keep going, and or like you have to kill all the guys while doing the tasks, and even if you kill all of them, they'll just keep coming back. So if you don't do it, it's just the longer it takes. And then I think that's probably why they put in normal ammo caches in here, like normal ammo boxes, as to the ones in the first incursion, because those only refill after every time you blow up the tank or whatever, plant the bomb. But yeah, now after you plant those two things, you go turn on some button on that machine, or like the anti-air rocket thing, and now you have to take out the boss. And the boss is, my only suggestion here is to take out the boss as quickly as humanly possible, because the longer it takes you to do it, again, the more NPCs there are. I mean, not the more there are, but like, they're just never gonna go away. Like, if your idea is like, oh yeah, I'll take out the NPCs, then take the boss out, not gonna happen. Unless you can murder, like straight up destroy all the NPCs, like all the other NPCs before you take out the boss, then it's really useless, because those guys come back, like, they respawn super quick. So you just really gotta get in there, get to the boss, like, try to get behind him, hit all his weak points and just kill him, because he's one of those bosses who's like, they're one of the big guys and they have a shield, which is freaking annoying. So if you guys have, this is where actually the Sentry 4-piece comes in real handy, because, now that they nerfed it to where where the headshots have to be, or the headshots that have to come from like a semi-auto. So you have like an M40, either M44 or like M1A. You throw in some explosive bullets. Those things will kill him a lot quicker. So right now we have, luckily in this round, we're not getting attacked a lot by NPCs, and he's kind of like alone in the middle of the circle right now. So we're able to hit him from 4 sides, essentially. One guy is just drawing his fire while the other 3 are just shooting at him as much as possible, while once in a while killing all the people around him. But yeah, eventually we kill him, and it's pretty easy. And if you guys haven't done the first incursion, but you want to do this incursion, do it, because it's a lot easier. But anyways, the video is about to end. Thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate those of you who do. Please share, please like, please comment on the video. Let me know what you guys think of the new 1.2 update for The Division, and just let me know how are you guys thinking about it. We're gonna try probably challenging eventually, but we think challenging is actually gonna be pretty hard, because those NPCs are pretty freaking relentless. So we're gonna have to need some kind of strategy for this. But yeah, I'll check back in once I get the challenging mode in here. So, but yeah, again, thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you guys next time. Later.
Area secured. GTM security notified.
You did it, Agent. Well done. That pilot was a good man, and it's a hard loss to take, but we stopped the Rikers. They would have killed a lot more people with those weapons if we hadn't shut it down. We've got to stay vigilant. We can't let heavy weapons get into the wrong hands again. I'll see you back here.